Hello folks, back with the lease deals for you. Everything's time-stamped in this video. We're starting off with EVs, then we're doing plug-in hybrids, then we're doing petrols, diesels, standard hybrids, then we're doing commercials, vans, etc. Massive thanks to ALA for sponsoring today's video, and of course I'm showing you deals from channel sponsors, leasing.com. We're starting off with the EVs. BYD Dolphin Surf Hatchback 65 kilowatt boost. 200 miles of range, 12.1 second 0 to 62 time, 308 litres of boot space. Little city run around kind of car. 200 miles of range is not too bad. It's not lightning fast, but it doesn't need to be. It's an around town car. You're looking in the region of 950 up front, 194 a month on a 3-year, 10,000 mile a year deal. This one's a 2-year, 10,000 mile a year deal. It's the Vauxhall Frontier estate. 186 miles of range, 12.8 second 0 to 62 time, 460 litres of boot space. So if boot space is a premium to you, this is the one to go for over that Dolphin Surf. 236 quid a month with just under £900 up front on that one. Nissan Aria hatchback, and I'm going to show you two different versions of this. This one's got the slightly bigger range and a slightly slower 0 to 62 time, but it's probably the one I might be tempted to go for. 1,400 up front, 352 a month, 329 miles of range, 7.6 second 0 to 62, 408 litres of boot space. I've spoken about Arias in the past, but I'm a big fan of them. I think they're massively overlooked. I think if more people actually drove one, they'd see it feels completely different to a Qashqai. It feels like it's from a different brand, if I'm being honest. 22 kilowatt hour charging is available on that as well, which most people at home have got a 7 kilowatt charger. If you've got a 3-phase supply and a 22 kilowatt hour charger, you could make the most of that with this car. The slightly spicier one, 0 to 62 and 5.7, but only 319 miles of range, so you lose 10 miles of range. That one's 371. That's the Advance E-Force Auto. Very similar numbers aside from that, really. VW ID5 Coupe, this is the one with the big battery, got 344 miles of range, 6.7 second 0 to 62 time, 549 litres of boot space, 3-year deal on 10,000 miles a year, 1,100 up front and 363 a month. And that's in stock with delivery within a month. So if you want to get in on that one, I would do it fairly quickly because I've got a feeling that one might disappear before too long. Polestar 4, this one's been around for a few weeks now. It still looks like stunning value to me. This is the really fast one, 3.8 second 0 to 62 time, 367 miles of range, 526 litres of boot space, 486 a month with about 1,800 quid up front. And that's really an exceptional amount of car for the money. So I don't think you can go too far wrong with that one. Audi A6 e-tron Sportback, 83 kilowatt hour sport automatic. We're looking sort of somewhere in the region of £2,000 up front and 545 a month. 382 miles of range, 7 second 0 to 62 time, 502 litres of boot space. Fairly uncompromising big electric estate car. 10,000 miles a year, 3-year deal on that one. By the way, this is a £62,500 car. So that to me looks like a bit of value at 545 a month. Then we've got the Polestar 3. Again, we saw this one last week. 395 miles of range, 5 second 0 to 62 time, 484 litres of boot space, 621 a month with about 2,200 up front. If you want to go for the spicier one, the one with a ridiculous 0 to 62 under 4 seconds, you need to add about 50, 60 quid a month to that. But for me, a car of this size and of this ilk, I mean, look at it. 5 second 0 to 62 time in a car that looks like that is perfectly adequate. Although, if you have got the budget and you want the extra performance, it's available for you. Really good deals on these Polestars at the moment. And if you haven't been in one, the fit and finish is exceptional. Great things to drive. I don't know, they just look a hell of a lot better at 400 and something and 600 and something a month than they did when they were 800 and something and 1,000 and something a month as they were not too long ago. So I think the time is right. They're in stock. If you're in the market for that big premium electric car with long range, Polestar can tick a lot of boxes for you. Polestar 3, by the way, £78,000. Today's video has been sponsored by long-time sponsors of the channel, ALA Insurance. If we were to get ourselves some gap insurance on a premium car, like that Polestar. We'd just run through a quote on their website. So let's have a look. I haven't got the car yet. It's new. It's new. Estimated vehicle price. So £78,000, I just said there. We don't have the reg number of it. We know it's a Polestar. So let's find Polestar. There we go. Is it full electric? Yes. This is a very premium car here, folks. This is for 3 years gap insurance cover. We want, what was the upfront on that? About 2 grand, I think. So we want up to 2 grand's worth of cover on the upfront. The monthly rental on it was £621 a month. Level of cover, 50 grand. So that's covering you up to a gap of 50 grand. That means the difference between what the insurance company pays out and what the finance company is asking for to settle everything. And actually, it's now suggested 25 grand's worth of cover may be more appropriate. It's also giving you up to 250 quid off your car insurance excess. But if we go over here and pop in Gym 10, you'll see that goes down to £231. And that's for 3 years cover. That's not a monthly price. It's not an annual price. It's for 3 years worth of cover. Don't forget to head on over to ala.co.uk or give them a call. Gym 10 works on the phone as well as it does on the website. Feel free to have a chat with the folks there if you're not sure about which kind of gap insurance is right for you in your circumstances. And a massive thanks to ALA for sponsoring today's video. On to plug-in hybrids. We've seen this one a lot lately, so I'm going to whiz past it. Cupra Formentor, 3-year deal, $328 a month. That will do over 70 miles of all electric range. Then we've got the Hyundai Tucson plug-in hybrid, $344 a month with about 1,300 upfront. That one's in stock. Let's have a look at the numbers on this. We are looking at 43 miles of all electric range, 0 to 62 in 8.2 and 616 litres of boot space, which I think is the biggest boot available on any of the plug-in hybrids in this video. JQ7, one leasing.com car of the year. It's exceptional value for money. They are leasing plenty of them at the moment. £354 a month with about 1,300 quid up front. This one's obviously got that super hybrid system. It'll do 52 miles of all electric range. I think it is maybe 53. But with a full tank of petrol and a full battery, JQ claims, I think, something like 700 miles of combined range, 500 litres of boot space, 8.5 second 0 to 62 time, and a level of fit and finish that puts many of its more premium competitors to absolute shame. Not a great deal wrong with the JQ7, I have to say. And at that kind of money, it looks good. If you want an extra seat, you could look at their sister brand, Cherry, who've got the Cherry Tiggo 8. Again, this one is your plug-in hybrid. 8.5 second 0 to 62 time, 117 litres of boot space, but that's with all the seats up. With that rear row down, it's like 600-700 litres from memory. Actually, it's here. It's 494 litres. My memory's not good. 56 miles of all electric range on that one. Again, that's a 3-year, 10,000 mile a year deal. You're looking at 1,450 up front and 361 a month. Skoda Superb 1.5 TSI IV SE with the plug-in hybrid system, 8.1 second 0 to 62 times, 510 litres of boot space. 2-year deal on this one on 10,000 miles a year. 1,450 up front. 368 a month on this. And you might be thinking the headline number on this is the boot space or something. It's not. It's got 85 miles of all electric range, which is phenomenal. Think how many of your daily trips are under 85 miles, and imagine doing those on an 8p overnight tariff. Because on one of those overnight tariffs, that thing's going to cost you about £2 to charge. 85 miles for £2 is not terrible. If you want the more premium badge on it, if you like, you can look at the VW Passat estate. Again, the plug-in hybrid, of course. Very similar numbers on that. This one's a 3-year deal on 10,000 miles a year, 389 a month on that one, with about 1,500 up front, 1,450, that kind of region. All electric range on this one's 78 miles, so it's slightly less than on the Skoda. Audi A5 Saloon, we've seen this one a bit also, 419 a month with about 1,500 up front, 2-year deal on 10,000 miles a year, 5.9 second 0 to 62 time, 331 litres of boot space. This one's the E-Quattro Technic. You can go up the spec levels. They're all in stock at the moment, and they're all quite a good price. About 450, I think, gets you into sort of S-line territory. Volvo XC60 T6 plug-in hybrid plus black edition, 5.7-second 0 to 62 time, 468 litres of boot space, £61,000 car, 49 miles of all-electric range. That seems like decent value. 1,830 up front, 610 a month on a 36-month, 10,000 mile a year deal. Its premium rival, I guess, is the BMW X3, the xDrive 30e M Sport. We're looking at here again, 3-year deal, 10,000 miles a year. 2,200 up front, 628 a month. 6.2-second 0 to 62, 460 litres of boot space. It's actually £2,000 cheaper to buy than the Volvo is. 57 miles of all-electric range on that one. Then we've got the Volkswagen Touareg Estate, the big beastie. It's a 3-litre V6 petrol combined with that plug-in hybrid technology. This one's the R. It's obviously got Tiptronic automatic gearbox, 50 mpg, 5.2-second 0 to 62 time, and 665 litres of boot space. £777 a month, with about £2,500 up front, 2,650 up front, a 2-year deal on 10,000 miles a year. And those numbers might look a little bit punchy, but that car would cost you £82,500 if you were to buy it. Only 29 miles of all-electric range, though, so it might not be for everyone, even if you have got the budget. Onto the standard petrols, diesels, hybrids. Mazda 2. This is a Toyota Yaris, basically, with a different lid on it. 67 mpg, 9.7-second 0 to 62 time, 286 litres of boot space. The Yaris is a brilliant thing to drive. It's also amazingly frugal. 252 quid a month with a grand up front, just over a grand up front. 3-year deal on 10,000 miles a year. That one kicks us off. For not dissimilar money, though, you could get a Cherry Tiggo 7. This one's got the automatic gearbox, 40 mpg, 9.4-second 0 to 62 time, and 484 litres of boot space. I mean, size-wise, it's obviously in a completely different class to that little Mazda 2, but it really shows you that there's a lot of value in this at this price. Bet 1,100 quid up front, 254 a month, 10,000 mile deal over 3 years. MGHS 1.5 TGDI Hybrid Plus, 51 mpg, 7.9-second 0 to 62, and 507 litres of boot space. 3-year deal on 10,000 miles a year, 833 up front and 277 a month. Volkswagen T-Roc hatchback. We've seen the diesels around a lot lately. There are still deals on those 2-litre diesels, unbelievably. This one's the 1.5 petrol Black Edition Plus, so it's right up there in terms of its spec. Manual transmission, 44 mpg, 445 litres of boot space, 8.8-second 0 to 62 time, 3-year deal on 10,000 miles a year. 1,250 up front, 297 a month on that one. Toyota Corolla Touring Sport. We saw this last week. The deal's still here. It's in stock. It's phenomenal value. 60 mpg from a decent size estate car. It's got nearly 600 litres of boot space. 9.4-second 0 to 62 time. 851 up front and 283 a month. And I think in terms of pure value, that is absolutely exceptional. That's a £33,500 car that's actually going to be really cheap to run. I don't think you can go too far wrong with that. Just to show you how good a value that is, I mean, this would make the video any normal week because this is really good value. It's the little Toyota CHR, which I'm a big fan of. Much better with 1 or 2 people in it than it is with 4 because there's a little bit cramped in the back. But again, 60 mpg, 447 litres of boot space, 10.2-second 0 to 62 time, 3-year deal, 10,000 miles a year. This one's about 1,100 up front and then 287 a month versus 850 up front, 283 a month. And again, you know, the cars are in a different class in terms of their size. Although the CHR is a lot funkier looking, it's smaller, which is a boon to some people. I'm waffling now. Nissan X-Trail 1.5 mild hybrid 163 Accenta Premium 7-seat edition with the Xtronic automatic, 40 mpg, 9.6-second 0 to 62 time, and 485 litres of boot space. 3-year, 10,000 mile a year deal. 1250 up front, 297 a month. That's a great price on that, especially for the 7-seat edition. That really is a great price. About 350 on that would be a pretty good price. I think at 297, that's a bargain. Peugeot 408 Fastback 1.2 hybrid 136 GT automatic 48 mpg 10.2 second 0 to 62 471 litres of boot space. Great looking car, the 408. One of the best looking things Peugeot have produced for a long time, in my opinion. Shame it's not a little bit spicier, but it is what it is. 1,300 quid up front and 347 a month on a 3-year, 10,000 mile deal. BMW 1 Series, the 120M Sport Steptronic Auto. I've reviewed one of these before, so go and check that out. 1,100 up front and 366 a month. 300 litres of boot space, 7.8 second 0 to 62 time, 52 mpg. It feels special. It feels like a BMW. It looks the business, in my opinion. I know people have pretty divided on modern BMW looks, but I think that's a great looking little thing. £366 a month with 1,100 up front on a 3-year deal. VW Tiguan Estates, the 2-litre diesel match DSG, 369 a month with 1,450 up front, 3-year, 10,000 mile deal, 50 mpg. This one's the diesel, of course, 9.4 second 0 to 62 times, 652 litres of boot space. One of the UK's most popular cars year after year, and VW's most popular SUV by a long stretch, long stretch. Audi Q5 2-litre TFSI Quattro Sport S-Tronic, £569 a month with £2,000 up front, 3-year deal on this one, 40 mpg, 7.2 second 0 to 62 time, and 520 litres of boot space. On to the commercials, and we're kicking it off with a Fiat Doblo L1 diesel 1.5 Multijet 100 H1. 46 mpg on that one, £206 a month. All these commercials are plus VAT, and then £919 is the upfront on it. 10,000 mile, 36 month deal. Kia PV5 Cargo Electric. I'm going to be driving one of these soon. I'm looking forward to that. It's the Essential Standard range, this one, 212 quid a month, 836 up front, 184 miles of range, 16.3 second 0 to 62 time. If you want slightly nicer trim, you can go up to 221 for the Plus. That one's only 663 up front, though, on a 2-year deal. And then if you want the long range, you've got the Plus long range, so you combine in the best of everything. 258 miles of range, 12.5 second 0 to 62 time. £908 up front and 236 a month. I think we've got 2 more electric vans before we move on to the pure fossil stuff. Volkswagen Transporter T32. This is the Commerce Plus, 201 miles of range, 8.6 second 0 to 62 time, 266 a month with £1,000 up front. 2-year deal on that one. VW ID Buzz Cargos, I think it's the last electric vehicle we've got on this one. 278 miles of range, 7.9 second 0 to 62 time, 2-year deal again, 10,000 miles a year. You're looking at about 1,250 up front and 314 a month. Nissan Primastar 30 L1 diesel van. This one's the Accenter trim. It's in stock, 281 a month with 843 up front, 40 mpg, 16.8 0 to 62 time, 3-year deal on that one. And then this Transit minibus is still around, 14-seat minibus, 2-litre leader, 2-year deal, 10,000 miles a year, 1,350 up front, 373 a month. Ford Ranger Wildtrak X, the Eco 2-litre diesel Eco Blue 205 automatic, 27 mpg, 10.5 second 0 to 62 time, 3-year deal on 10,000 miles a year, 430 plus VAT a month, and 1,300 up front. And then finally, we've still got that Land Rover Defender deal around. It's obviously the commercial version of the Defender. So only 2 seats in it, 33 mpg, 6.9 second 0 to 62 time, big 20-inch wheels, a 2-year deal on 10,000 miles a year, 1,563 up front and 521 a month. Folks, thank you for watching the video. If you haven't done so yet, a thumbs up really helps. Please let me know in the comments what deal you think's particularly good in this video, which one you might be tempted to go for, even if you're not in the market at the moment. And please let my sponsors know you're alive. Please use the links to ALA Insurance and leasing.com Particularly if you're interested in any of these deals, using that link to leasing.com is vitally important for the survival of my channel. So please do that. Thanks for watching as always. Thanks for all the support you give me. See you on the next one. Huge thanks to all my channel members for your continued support. I really do appreciate it.